Okay, is this recording? Okay, just so you know, this camera is 6 megapixels. My phone is 8. Like, this is a horrible, horrible camera. I got this 6th grade, 4 years ago, so if this is all, like, really, really gross and bad, that's why. But anyway, so I was thinking about my cats, and I loved cats when I was little. They were my favorite animal. We used to go play in the bushes when we were younger, like go look for lizards and climb trees. We were very, like, outdoors kids, even though we live in California, and the most bushes we have is, like, our backyard. But our cats would follow us. Every time we went somewhere, we would just look back, and about 10 feet behind us there was this little cat, and you'd see them disappear in the bush. So they wanted to be with us. But you know cats, they never really want to be with you. And if your cat doesn't want to be found, she will not be found. Ever. So cats are kind of temperamental, but I always loved them. They were such lovable animals. So I went through my photo albums, and I looked at all these pictures, and I saw all these cats, and I have all these memories of how much I love my cats. But then we got a dog, and he hates cats. We tried having a cat, but it didn't work. Like, they did not get along, so we ended up having to give her away. We only had her for like a month, and it was really sad. So, I don't know. I really miss my cats, and I feel like, I really hope I'll see them one day. But I don't know, so I'm hoping. I know this seems really sad and sobby for a Mara Pets giveaway. But it just made me think a little bit, you know? Okay, so here are the pictures. Bye. Okay, so when I was going through these pictures, I realized in our photo albums there was 1999 and 2001 to 2002. There was no 2000 album. And I realized why, because my mom was in the hospital when I was 4 years old, and honestly, I don't know how she survived. What happened was she went to the hospital because she had to do an operation, and they gave her a pre-anesthesia, and all of a sudden her blood pressure just went up and up and up. And we had no idea. And all of a sudden, she had a heart attack right on the table. The doctors were baffled. They had no idea what was going on. So they started calling her parents saying, well, she's going to die tonight. They called all the family members saying, come out because Terry's going to die tonight because her heart's not working. So everyone came out because they were expecting her to die. And somehow she pulled through for 3 more days when they found a surgeon who had realized that this was not just a heart attack. It was a tumor. It was a tumor that had grown on her kidney near her adrenal gland. And when anesthesia hit the tumor, it morphed and the hormone levels went really bad, and it just gave off way too much adrenaline. Her body was losing control. She went into hypertensive storm. Her whole body was seized up. She was seizuring. She had no idea, this was so bad. Everyone was thinking she was going to die. They had no hope whatsoever. So she went to this hospital, Saddleback Hospital, and they finally stabilized her. So she was sent to UCLA Hospital, which is a college you've probably heard of, but they have a hospital too. And she was there, and she was in the hospital overall for 43 days, and she was on life support for 17 days continuously. They did surgery for her, and in fact, there was at one point, they of course didn't think she was going to live. They asked my dad 3 times if he was going to pull the plug, because it was over. They were thinking that she was dead. Her kidneys were failing. Both of her kidneys failed. Her liver was failing, and she had heart attacks. How does someone come back from that? But somehow she survived. And I think it was because her family was all out here. The entire side of her family came out to our house. And I learned how to ride a bike, because my uncle taught me how to ride a bike. She was in the hospital. And it's kind of bittersweet, because every time I think about that, I realize, well, what would have happened if she never came back? She would have never seen me ride a bike. I was only 4 years old, but I remembered it. And it's one of those things, a big stepping stone in your life that you feel like you'd want your mom to be there, and it makes you realize like how much she could have missed out on my life. I really think that's a miracle that through all of this she survived, and that was about 10.5 years ago, and she is fine. She is healthy. She is honestly so healthy. She is amazing. I can't even believe that she survived all of that. I mean, it truly is a miracle that someone could have survived that. So I'm so thankful, because how did that happen besides a miracle? I don't believe that science could have solved that. It was someone up there, I think. So this whole process just made me think of that. So yeah, sorry, that's a little cheesy and personal. But I'm really thankful to have my mom, so yeah. Bye.